So, good morning students. In this session, we'll continue our topic arithmetic progressions. So, let's consider an example for better understanding here. So, we'll take the odd number series. So, when we consider the odd number series here, we'll represent it likewise with the terms of arithmetic progression. That is A1, A2, A3, A4 and so on. And the common difference will be represented by the small d, that is English alphabet small d. And when you need to find the common difference in arithmetic progression, we subtract the first term of the series from the second term, that is A2 minus A1. Or we can also find out the common difference by subtracting the second term from the third term, that is, and likewise the formula continues with A4 minus A3. So here when you observe the subscripts that are written here for this one, you can observe that in all the formulas in a sequence, the first subscript is one more than the second one. So here we can generalize the formula. For common difference of an arithmetic progression as d is equal to an plus 1 minus an. So here I hope that you followed students. Here we can observe how did you get n plus 1 and n, because the subscript of the first one is one more than the second. So that's how we generalize the formula for common difference in arithmetic progression, and this applies for any series of arithmetic progression. Now to find the nth term of an arithmetic progression. So let's see how do we find the nth term for any arithmetic progression. How do you find the nth term for any arithmetic progression? So first let us compare the terms. Okay, we represent A1, A2, A3, A4 and so on as the terms in the arithmetic progression. So these terms can also be written as A plus D, A plus 2D, A plus 3D and so on, where D is the common difference. So this is also in AP, which is represented as A1, A2, A3, A4 and so on, and this is also in an AP, that is A plus D, A plus 2D, A plus 3D and so on. That means A1 is equal to A, A2 is equal to A plus D and A3 is equal to A plus 3D. Hope you are following. So here we can write A1 is equal to A, A2 is equal to A plus D, A3 is equal to a plus 2d and so on. When you continue in this way and when we need the general term, we are substituting n in the place of subscript. That is an is equal to. Now here students, remember to follow the sequence here. So here 3 is the subscript of a, which is 1 less than the coefficient of d. Okay. So here for the coefficient of d, how do you write the coefficient of d when n is there? So it will be 1 less than the subscript of a. That is, we write the coefficient of d as n minus 1 into d. So here a1 represents the first term of AP, a2 represents the second term of AP, so a3 represents the third term of AP. Then an represents the nth term of any AP where it is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d. So this is how you generalize the nth term of arithmetic progression. So let's consider the same series of odd numbers and find the nth term of odd numbers. Okay. So here nth term of odd number series can be written as 1, 3, 5, 7 and so on. So here first what we need to identify? We need to identify the first term and the common difference. Okay. So we will find the first term as 1. How do you get the common difference for this odd number series? Yes, it is 3 minus 1, which is again equal to 5 minus 3, which will always be equal to 2. So the common difference will be 2 here and the first term is 1. So when you have the common difference as 2 and the first term as 1, it's easy for us to find out the nth term as a plus n minus 1 into d, which is again equal to 1 plus n minus 1 into 2, which will be equal to 1 plus 2n minus 2, which is equal to 2n minus 1. So nth term of the series that we considered here will be equal to 2n minus 1. So first we have taken the series, we have identified the first term and the common difference. Then afterwards we have written the general form of the nth term and we have substituted the values of a and d in the nth term formula, and then we multiplied this 2 with n and then 1. So we'll get 2n minus 2 and subtracted the integers here, 2 from 1 or 1 from 2, we get it as minus 1, which is equal to, finally the answer will be an is equal to 2n minus 1. So this is the sequence how we have to find out the nth term of any given series. Hope you followed. Thank you. So whenever you try to solve a problem or to find a solution, you need to identify the data that is given in the problem. So here for the solution, step 1 will always be identifying the data given in the problem. Okay, so here the data that is given is the numbers are multiples of 7. So first thing is the numbers are multiples of 7, and the second data that is given in the problem is they are 3-digit numbers. Numbers have 3-digit numbers. These are the two steps that are available in the data given in the problem. Now, using these two, we need to find the solution for the given problem. So, the next step will be identify the least 3-digit number that is divisible or that is a multiple of 7. So, we'll get it as 105. So, third step what we have done? We have identified the least 3-digit number that is the multiple of 7. So, which is equal to 105. Then what you have to do? We need to find how many numbers are there. Step 3. Step 4. Identify the biggest or you can say last 3-digit number of 7, which will be equal to 994. So, hope you followed till here. So, now using these 4 steps, we will continue with the 5th step where we use the formula for nth term in arithmetic progression. So, we will continue with an is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d. So, here an is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d. Here we need to substitute the values of an, a and d, and then we'll get the value of n. So hope you followed this one. I'll explain you once again. Here in this formula we have to find the value of n. Okay, n, what is n? N is the number of 3-digit numbers that are divisible by 7. So here we are substituting the values. Now what are the values that we need to substitute here? We need the first term. Okay, then first we'll write the series so that it's easy for us to identify the terms that we have to substitute. Okay, so here we are writing the series of AP as 105, 112, 119 and so on till the last number will be 994 here. So here, how did you get the second term and the third term here? Yes, as we know that the numbers are the multiples of 7, it's obvious that 7 will be the common difference of the given series. So we have taken it, that is A is equal to 105 and D will be equal to 7 and an will be, that is the nth term will be 994. Okay, so this is how we have to process the solution. First we identified what is the data given and then we have written the steps where we get the first and last term of the series and then what is the formula that is needed to find the solution. So after identifying all the values of all the terms, now we just have to substitute the values of those terms to get the solution. So here I am substituting here directly the value of an is equal to 994 which is equal to 105 plus n which we have to find out and the value of D is 7. So here when you transpose 105 to, I think you know that here when you have an is equal to sign, the numbers or the equation or the numbers whatever is there on the left side of the equation is LHS and right side is RHS. And when you are transposing a number from RHS to LHS or LHS to RHS, the plus sign will become minus and the minus will become plus. So here 105 when it is transposed from RHS to LHS, it becomes minus 105 which is again equal to 7 into n, 7n minus 7. So here when you are subtracting the numbers, what is the answer that you get? 889. So 889 is equal to 7n minus 7. So again to get the value of n, that is a variable, what you have to do, this minus 7 will be transposed to LHS. So here minus 7 will become plus 7 which will be equal to 896 is equal to 7n. And when this coefficient of n is transposed to LHS, it becomes division. So you need to divide this number 896 by 7 to get the value of n, which will be equal to, hope you are following this one. So this is how you have to solve a problem. So find out what is the answer here. I am not writing the answer, you need to find out. So that number will be the number of 3-digit numbers which are divisible by 7. Hope you followed. Thank you.